Some parents think that backpacks should go in the locker. The school board president says that is not an option. Experts say keep Clorox wipes handy. The virus can live on microwaves and countertops for up to 24 hours. Doctors also say wash your hands. It kills the germs. The city is working to fix potholes like these, but in the meantime, slow down. If you hit one, it could damage your car. It's going to warm up, and we wanted to know, do big changes in temperatures make us sick? Hoosiers continue to face the trouble of foreclosure, and we'll show you how to get help today.
Most schools are worried about some crazy lunatic coming into their school shooting, and we're worried about the students shooting.
The result is fear, and it all started with a fight.
Two girls were fighting, I think over a boy, and then the girl's brother jumped in and kicked the other girl in the face.
This led to the release of pepper spray. 2 days in a row.
Unfortunately, during a passing period in the science wing, we did have a copycat situation.
Some parents decided to take matters into their own hands.
And we decided to keep them home today because you can't predict the behavior of the kids that are doing this.
The Lawrence Township School Board had a meeting on Thursday evening and have made few changes.
For the next few weeks and for as long as we feel it is necessary, there will be an increased security presence at Lawrence Central.
The board president says that they have heightened security, and we noticed an officer patrolling the school parking lot. Parents are still weary, but Carol Helmus is optimistic that this was an isolated incident.
I think, unfortunately, it's a misguided incident of a student who created mayhem, and it's a very disappointing situation, and I know we're doing all that we can to ensure that nothing like this would happen again.
Kilo and Magnum will never be heard barking again. They were killed weeks apart in the line of duty last year.
Who better to replace the animal than the person who caused its death?
Replacing those dogs costs $12,000 to $15,000. That's why Representative Shelley Vanderburg proposed a bill that would guarantee the offender pay the price.
A dog actually found a teen that was getting ready to commit suicide, and that really touched my heart as a mom of a teenager.
Buddy has not only saved lives, but he's taken drugs off the streets.
We were also involved in suspect tracks for everything from suicidal juveniles that were located to 2 home invasion suspects.
Officer Jeff Eldridge was among the officers testifying. Eldridge can't imagine what life would be without Buddy.
I spend more time with him than I do with my family, so I can't put into words what he's worth.
Bill passes 12-12. Okay, 12-0.
For now, supporters say this bill is moving in the right direction. No one understands the tragedy and difficulty of replacement more than Anderson's chief of police, Larry Crenshaw, who still grieves for Kilo and Magnum.
Police dogs or canines are police officers.
With falling temperatures, it seems the flu outbreak has gotten worse. The question we asked Dr. Chris Belcher, an infectious disease specialist, was whether or not cold temperatures cause illness.
In winter, we see a couple things. We see people clustered inside a little bit more where they're closer and able to touch. When they're outdoors in nicer weather, they're spread further apart, and actually sunlight and those sorts of things are pretty good at getting rid of viruses.
Dr. Belcher says he has not seen the severe complications of influenza in his office, but notes that despite us being at a peak currently, there can be more than one peak at any time, despite the weather.
And do notice that flu can hit in warm weather. Remember with 2009 pandemic flu, May, June, July were very active months for influenza.
The benefit that the warm weather does offer, aside from spreading people out, is the sun.
The sunlight itself, though, does have ultraviolet light, which kills off a lot of microorganisms over time.
And with there being a high of 55 degrees in the 5-day forecast, Dr. Belcher tells us to enjoy it, because fluctuating temperatures do not directly cause illness either. The spread of bacteria causes illness.
Enjoy the warm weather. It's something to look forward to.